Shadim Sharee. It's Monday, August 12th, 2024. Today is the lightest economic day of the week, and starting tomorrow through Thursday, it's going to be bangers as far as econ data with PPI, CPI, jobless claim, a lot of market movers event outside of earning. So today I expect very little trading on my end. I don't expect any crazy trade today for myself. If anything, I'm more likely to just sit on my hand and do nothing and just wait for tomorrow, unless there are some crazy movement in the stock that I own. But I don't expect that either, as I don't have any earning that I think coming up in any of my holdings. But let's focus on cybersecurity today. CrowdStrike bounce at basically ref low. Okay, so let's kind of zoom in to see what's going on. It filled the gap and basically tested the ref low, the consolidation zone here. Okay, before the gap up and bounce. What next? First of all, it doesn't have earning for a while. The last earning was yeah, it's gonna be a while before you see the next. There's other cyber security stock that will have earning prior to CrowdStrike. Okay, so you won't have until like September. Let's see, but what is next? What is next? Okay, so potentially there is a gap fill coming up. Depend on how you play the gap fill. It could be from 250 right here, 250 all the way to 257. Okay, so 257.2 would be the complete gap fill. I always it's always tricky when you have this kind of uh, action here, because the true gap fill is 257.2, but you might have sellers that's come in, regret holders I call them. The regret holders might come in early and beat up on the stock at 250-ish or even lower. Okay, it could be even, yeah, I think 250. Between 250 and 251, you may have regret holders coming in and start dumping on the stock. So if you have it, I would say have a trim order up there at 250, 251-ish. Okay, don't wait all the way to 257. I don't think you're gonna get there without major seller coming in. And of course, then you have the 20 MA. So not a very good action going on. And as you can see, the volume, if anything, has been pretty weak. So this move up from the low of 200. Wow, that's a big range. It already moved 20% from the bottom. That's crazy, right? So this move up 20% is really non-committal. Okay, you never want to see that kind of diversion. It's like move up on declining volume. That's not any sign of commitment there. So be careful. Snow came down to channel low. So if you bought that on the dump last week, congratulations. That was the right move as far as being disciplined on buying channel low. Yes, it pierced through that, but as you can see, it bounced nicely. Okay, can you imagine getting, there's a 15% move right there already, right? So yeah, but I'm sure on that day when everything was crashing, it's not easy to buy. I was not even looking at this sector when that crash was happening. There was too many things going on everywhere else in the portfolio to look at or to buy. So this was the last sector that got any of my attention. But if you did, watch out, it's coming into the sell zone, okay? 20 MA, 126.6 for sure. If you want to be greedy, up there, 130.4, okay? So there's two areas to trim right there, but trim you should. Especially on snow. Snow is one that has had pretty negative earning the last 2 quarters, right? Look, last two quarters ago, nasty gap down. And then last quarter, nasty gap down. Well, it was not a nasty gap down, but it was a nasty reaction ever since. But it trade very TA wise, so use TA as your guide as far as exit and entry point. Nothing more to say there. ZS, Z scale. Look at that. Talk about TA wise, right? Came right down to ref low and bounce. Same thing on that ugly day last week. If you went in Monday and said, I'm not fearful, I'm buying the fear. Congratulations. You get yourself a nice 15% kind of move potentially. Well, for now it is a 10% move, right? You already got that. And once again, if you have it, it at a level of resistance, okay? Resistant for sure. Now, if it can make a bigger move, then 182, 181, 182, this confluence here is a definite go, right? I don't, yeah, as far as trim, sell, yeah. Would you buy again? If it dump again, we'll see. But that was a beauty, okay? That can't ask for more as far as TA definition of a perfect spot to buy down there. Last is the one that's have earning coming up. I think either I didn't look, but is it this week or next week? It's coming up. It's at the end of the month, I believe. So next week. Last earning day was, when was it? Last earning day. Last earning day is August 20th. No, May 20th. So we can looking at this week and end of this week or early next week for sure. And would I touch this? Definite no. Okay, definite. Right now, this is one of the darling. It was a darling until CrowdStrike took the mantle away, and then I'm not a believer that what is bad for CrowdStrike is good for Palo Alto. Palo Alto is still in the top 3 as far as cybersecurity company, but there are other players that benefit more from CrowdStrike misstep. Regardless, what a move, okay? What a move. On a big stock like this, to see it go from low 280s, yeah, unbelievable. That's, you're talking 20% move, okay? Out of all those one I showed today, this one had a 20% move in the week. So if you bought the dip, once again, guess what? TA, okay? If you went in there and buy at ref low, right? Ref low here, that was it. Okay, that was it. Let me do a drawing here of the ref low zone. If you did, congratulations. You get yourself anywhere from 15 to 20% return. The question is, where would you trim? I would say up there, okay? 340 to 345. If you're greedy, if there is a pop on earning, up there, 360. The gap down, okay? Fill the gap, okay? So for sure, I would say trim in the 340, 345 area, and then look for that big gap fill to wave your victory flag, right? That's it for this sector. If you're in it, if you bought into the fear last week, congratulations. You're up anywhere from 10 to 20%. But it's time to look for profit taking.